for me, the the reason why our levels of work make sense and have lasted a long time now, and in my view, can be applied to every organisation, any organisation, is that we do succeed in separating work from jobs. And so that confusion of work and jobs, I think, gets in the way of, was the cause of very muddled thinking organisationally. And I like the fact in our model that we are allergic to words like important. And I like to take the example, say, of a forklift truck driver, because we all think we know what that person does, buzzing around the warehouse. And perhaps we think secretly to ourselves, our job's probably a little bit more important than that one. But it's a lovely example of why we don't like the word important, because if we look at the decisions that a forklift driver is making and compare those decisions with our decisions, then we should reconsider the word important, because I can get decisions wrong all day and I'm not going to kill anybody. But they can, the forklift driver, in the decisions that we employ them to take every day. If they get one of them badly enough wrong, they can kill somebody. So to call their decisions unimportant is ludicrous. They're extremely important. I think the power of what we then do is to say, fine, well, why would we describe then this job which could kill somebody if the decisions are wrong? Why do we describe that as a quality level job? Then we say, okay, let's not look at silly things like importance and salary and job titles. Let's look at the decisions that are accountable for a forklift truck driver in three main ways. We can use the mnemonic of CUT, C-U-T, in terms of the complexity of the options, the uncertainty, and the time. So in terms of the complexity of the options, are the decisions made having to be made from a range of options, some of which perhaps have never been considered before and are unique to this situation? Or are the options very few and already well known in their implications and ramifications? And in the case of the forklift truck driver, we find that by and large the decisions he or she is making are left, right, up, down, forward, reverse, fast, slow, positive, negative, red, green. It's very important they get those decisions right, but these are not complex decisions in terms of the options available. They tend to be a maximum of 2 options, and they are fully known and understood options. So that's the C of the CUT. The U, uncertainty. How much uncertainty is around a forklift truck driver when they make their decisions? Answer, as low as we can get it. We don't want these people having to cope with uncertainty while they do their job. We paint lines on the warehouse floor for them to follow. We make sure that the bells and whistles on the back of the truck operate automatically. And we tell the driver, if the lift doesn't work properly, get off the truck and tell the electrician that there's a problem. Some uncertainties entered your workspace, so don't worry about it. It's not even your job anymore. Somebody else will help you with that. So uncertainty is very low. And then the T is the time. How long is it before the whole world understands the full impact of the decisions made by a forklift truck driver? Probably 5 seconds. Certainly a couple of days. And there will never be any exceptions to that. You can be 20 years as a forklift truck driver, and you will never make a decision as a driver where the impact will take more than a couple of days to become clear in its implications. So those are the kinds of questions that we would ask. Very low time frame, very low uncertainty, very few and very clear options. And that is why we would regard that as a quality level job.